Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Light Talks Football. And as you can see, I've got a big smile on my face because Chelsea went away to Villa Park and put them in a spliff by beating them by 4 goals to 1. And I tell you what, yeah, nobody, including myself, would have predicted Chelsea to go to Villa Park and destroy Aston Villa. Because usually at Villa Park, we tend to not do well. The last time, yeah, we won at Villa Park in the league was in 2022 under Graham Potter when we beat them 2-0. You know, last season, the next season under Poch, we drew 2-2 and we could have won that game. I remember this RC scored. The goal was disallowed, but for me, that's definitely a goal. And then last season, we lost 2-1. But today, 4-1 to Chelsea. And I thought, yeah, that it's going to be a tough game because both Chelsea and Villa are trying to get Champions League football. And this is a massive game for both teams. Massive game. If Villa would have been Chelsea, the gap could have been 9. They could have been 9 points ahead. But if Chelsea have won, we could be 3 points behind them. So guess what? Since Chelsea have won, we have closed the gap on Aston Villa to just 3 points. And Chelsea needed this win tonight, needed this win because Chelsea needed to capitalize on other teams dropping points. We saw yesterday, yeah, Liverpool, the defending champions, lose to bottom of the league Wolverhampton Wanderers at morning yesterday by 2 goals to 1, and they scored late. Wolves have scored late. Yesterday, we saw Bournemouth and you saw Brentford going to away to both and drew 0-0. And if Brentford have won that game, they could have been above us. Yeah. So Brentford dropped points. Liverpool lost. Yeah. Chelsea beat Aston Villa. Yeah. And while I'm recording this video, I'm also watching the Newcastle Man United game. And of course, Newcastle went down to 10 men against the Man United, but it's level. So the score line and the results could all change by the time this video uploads on YouTube, so it could all change. But yeah, enough about that. I am so happy because last game week, after I saw my team lose to Arsenal, getting a red card, and then Man United, Liverpool winning, Brentford winning as well, and Villa dropping points, I thought to myself, Chelsea cannot afford to drop points anymore. Because if you want to get Champions League football, we really got to win. Starting a game against Villa. And that's exactly what happened. And guess what? Villa, by the way, their next game after the FA, they're out of the FA Cup. But their next game after the Europa League is away to Old Trafford. And Villa have got a terrible record at Old Trafford. Compare that to Chelsea. Our next game is at home to Newcastle. And we have a very good record because Newcastle have a bad record at Stamford Bridge. So Chelsea, by next weekend, could go above Villa on goal difference, of course. If we beat Newcastle, and if let's say Man United beat Villa, I'm hoping for that game to be a draw. But let's say Villa lose to Man United, we could go above them and be in fourth place. And that win was good. But I tell you what, yeah, if we had if we would have won against Leeds and Burnley, we could have been third place. We could have been third place. And the Arsenal game would have mattered to me because if we would have lost that game, I'll be calm. I'll be disappointed. But I was saying to myself, you know what? I still believe we're going to make Champions League. But that result against Arsenal really pissed me off. It really did. But today it doesn't matter because it was 4-1. And the star of the game is Joao Pedro. Let me tell you something, yeah? This guy under Liam Senior has been absolutely sensational. 14 Premier League goals, yeah? Which is more than Gyökeres and Hugo Ekitike, yeah? And the fact that Joao Pedro is up there with the likes of Semenyo, who is it? Igor Thiago, and possibly Haaland. Like for me, he is the best. He could be one of the best summer signs of the season because I don't know, yeah, what position he normally plays. Like people say he plays in the 10, he plays on the left and this and that. But it looks like Liam Senior said, I'm going to stick him up top because I have the full faith in him. And Liam Senior has really got the best out of Joao Pedro. Really got the best. I know people say, oh, both goals were tap-ins. But you've got to put your chances away. You've got to score. You've got to score. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. But yeah, in terms of the first half, we had a very, very bad start. Like we conceded straight away, yeah, in the second minute. And that defender was absolutely shocking. And what really got me worried in the first half, oh sorry guys, let me just quickly remove something. But yeah, what got me worried in the first half is that we gave Aston Villa so much space, especially in the final third. And that really got me angry whenever we gave Villa, all that space, they caused us problems. And if you look at the first goal, Joao Pedro didn't stop the cross. I don't know what James was doing, for that, should be doing better. And even Fofana should be doing better as well. Should be doing better. But yeah, we were 1-0 down, and I was thinking to myself, oh my days, does this Chelsea team want to get Champions League football? Do you know that we have to win this game after Brentford and Liverpool dropped points yesterday? I was so frustrated. Like 2 minutes in, I was like, yeah, like it's over. It could be over. Yeah, it could be over. But you know what? The Chelsea players, what I liked about them is that they didn't give up. Because after that, we were creating chance after chance after chance. And like Emi Martinez made some great saves. Villa made defensively better. So I did like the way we just put our heads down and say, oh, it's over this and that. No, because usually the mentality of football club is in the bin. But today we have said to ourselves, we still got time, we still got this, we can still win this game. And that is what I like about this team. And also today, we didn't get the red card. So that makes it even better. That's what makes it even better. So there we go. But yeah, man, 4-1 Chelsea. So yeah, we had chance of the chance of the chance. And I have to say, like, in the first half, we could have been 3-1 up because Cole Palmer, so I think it might be Enzo Fernandez that had the shot that saved from Emi Martinez. And then Joao Pedro, yeah, Enzo Fernandez puts in a really good crossing from Joao Pedro. He had the chance, but it was saved by Emi Martinez. And then the one that Palmer, like Caicedo, yeah, makes a brilliant pass into Cole Palmer. He was through on goal. He had all the space in the middle. And instead of Palmer, going to his right and then shoot, he decides to go on his left where there was two Aston Villa players there. And he decides to pass into Garnacho. And I'm thinking, Palmer, like, what are you doing? You did the same thing against Villa. I mean, sorry, not Villa. You did the same thing against Arsenal and Burnley. You did the exact same thing. I'm like, boy, what, like, Palmer, like, what is going on with Palmer? Like, is it the confidence or if his injury? Because this season, it hasn't been that great. But I would get on to Palmer the second half in just one. But yeah, we had chance of the chance of the chance. But yeah, and 30 minutes later, after we conceded the first goal, we managed to score an equalizer. And it all comes in from Enzo Fernandez putting a really ball into Gusto. And then Gusto had all this space on the right hand side, cuts it through, passes it into the penalty box. The ball goes into Joao Pedro. He taps it in 1-1. And I'm like, yes, yes, that's all we needed because after we were 1-0 down earlier on, and after we chance that we missed, we needed to score that goal. We need to score that goal. So I was thinking, let's try and get another goal. Let's try and get another goal. But straight away, 4 minutes later, ball off the top. I believe that might be Konsa that made the pass. So yeah, Konsa made the pass, and then two players, the likes of Joao Hato and Chalobah, 2v1. Ollie Watkins was through on goal, ball off the top, then he scored. I'm like, oh my days, man. 2-1 Villa, 2-1 Villa. Like, what are we doing? Like, we conceded twice in the first half, twice at that time. But then on replay, Joao Hato, Ollie Watkins was offside because Joao Hato kept him off. So I was like, what a relief, man. Because if Villa was 2-1 up at half time, boy, that Chelsea needs a miracle to do something because we still had to win this game. So I'm so glad that goal is disallowed. And then in the 52nd minute, like I do not understand why there was 8 minutes stoppage time. And by the way, before I get into the second goal, I like to say, for me, we should have got a penalty. We should have got a penalty because I do not know, yeah, how on earth Ian Matson's contact on Reece James was not a penalty. Like many people are saying that it's soft, but for me, that's a pen. Reece James got the ball. Ian Matson makes not much a bit of contact, but a slight contact on Reece James, and that's a penalty. Like for me, I don't want to talk about the referees that much in my match reaction. But in the game against Arsenal, we should have got maybe one, maybe two penalties, and we should have got a penalty again today. Like it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. But it didn't matter because we were because because we still had chance, we still have enough time to win this game, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out. For me, should have got a penalty. But yeah, in the 32nd minute, um, Joao Pedro makes it 2-1. And it all starts from Garnacho of the left hand side. And I tell you what, Garnacho looked good in this game. Really looked good, especially in the first half. Make some runs. It was causing the Aston Villa defense all sorts of problems, and it was part of the second goal. Garnacho, try to go forward, but he says, I'm going to pass it to Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo Fernandez sees Joao Pedro, and Joao Pedro timed his one perfectly. It was definitely onside because of a concert keeping it on. And then, Joao Pedro puts a pass over Emi Martinez in the bottom right hand corner, makes it 2-1. And I'm like, yes, 2-1 Chelsea, because after being 1-0 down, we needed that. We needed that. We know we needed to win this game. And that's exactly what we did. So yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. And then I was thinking, second half, let's try and get a few more. Because I would only see Chelsea have another game where we're in the lead, but then we bottled it. Because don't forget, guys, Chelsea have dropped 19 points for winning positions. So in the second half, when we were 2-1 up, I wanted to see a few goals so that we can finally not bottle the game. And that's exactly what we did. So yeah, like I mentioned, Cole Palmer in the first half was really frustrating, but Cole Palmer in the second half, much better, much better. So yeah, in the 50, what time did we score that goal? I'm just trying to forget. Let me just have a look on the phone. So in the 55th minute, 10 minutes into the second half, we made it 3-1. And yeah, it all starts from Cole Palmer on the white half space. So you saw Reece James, inverting into the game. Reece James, cuts it in through. He had a shot that was saved from Martinez, and then the ball went into Palmer. I said, shoot, Palmer, shoot. Palmer shoots, and then there was so many as if the players trying to put it out, but the ball goes in above the net, and Cole Palmer scores. And Cole Palmer needed that because after the frustration against the likes of Leeds when he missed that when he missed that late winner against Burnley 1v1 against also poor performance during the first half, he was poor. He needed that goal. He needed that, and he took a shot and makes it 3-1. And this time, no penalties. So that's Palmer's ninth Premier League goal this season. So yeah, big up to Palmer. And I was in the 55th minute. And then 9 minutes later, Joao Pedro gets a hat trick, and it all starts from Enzo Fernandez, I think, or it might be Palmer, I think. Either way, either Caicedo, Palmer, or Enzo makes a really good pass into Garnacho. Garnacho had all the space on the left hand side, and I'm thinking, make a pass to Joao Pedro, make a good decision. And Garnacho did it, passes it into Joao Pedro. He taps it in, 4-1 Chelsea, game over. And I was in the 64th minute with about 30 minutes to go. So yeah, game over. 4 on Chelsea, got a huge win. And then we had so many opportunities. We should have easily battered Aston Villa because, like I mentioned, we had opportunities in the first half, then we had one in the second half. Like I don't know, like Garnacho, yeah. For me, yeah, like Cole Palmer, like I mentioned, the second half was way better because he makes a good pass into Kukurea, who came on and looked like the Kukurea that we all know, like he can make ones this and that. Kukurea had all the space on the left hand side. He also makes a good decision passing to Garnacho, and then Garnacho, instead of putting it in the back of the net, he put it straight at Emi Martinez. If that was Joao Pedro, he scores that because that's how he scored the fourth goal when he put that in. Yeah, if that was Joao Pedro, he definitely scores that. He definitely scores that. So I don't know how on earth Garnacho makes that chance, but it doesn't matter anyway. It really doesn't matter anyway. And then after that, Aston Villa looked like the team that was creating chances. The likes of Tam Abraham, like the goalkeeper made some saves. The defense had to make blocks, and I want to big up Joao Pedro for that tackle on Tam Abraham. That was a really good defending. So after that fourth goal, we took our foot off the gas, and we made changes in the second half where we brought on Lavio for Gusto, Marco for Enzo, tossing for Waste for Fana. So he basically had six defenders on that pitch. But you know what? I ain't going to complain because we're 4-1 up. He's trying to protect his lead. We have one, so I'm not going to complain. So he had six defenders on the pitch. And yeah, Tosin did well with that clearance. Like I said, Jorge done well. Lavia came on, looked good. Like Kukurea, like I said, Don Water, we came on. Should have gone assist, yeah, if Garnacho would have scored that chance. Liam Delap came on, didn't do anything that much. Andrew Santos looked good when he came on. So, yeah, man, very good performance, man. Very good performance. So, yeah, Joao Pedro for me, man of the match, got a hat trick. Cole Palmer, like I said, first half he was poor, but second half much better. Garnacho, other than the fact that he missed that chance, I thought he looked good. He looked good in this game, especially in the first half. And like I say, he was involved the second goal for Chelsea. So, fair play to Garnacho. Because when I saw him, when I said on never fouled out, I'm going to see Garnacho coming out, I thought to myself, yeah, Garnacho ain't going to do something against Villa, but he has done. So fair play to Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez, good performance, got the assist, involved the second goal. I feel looked good. Like I said, Hato had a good game. Reece James involved with the third goal. He had a good game. Who else played? Chalobah had a very good game, when he's up against Ollie Watkins, because again, ball off the top. And I know Fofana went down, but Chalobah had the job to do, and he done brilliantly. So I thought Chalobah had a good game. Who's played? Gusto at times was a bit shaky at the start, but he does get an assist for Chelsea's equalizer. So yeah, I thought he had a good game. So overall, a very good performance. 4-1 Chelsea, Joao Pedro hat-trick. Like, what more can you say, man? What more can you say? So yeah, man. Liverpool lost. Brentford drew. We beat Villa. And just as I'm about to end this video, guys, it's still Newcastle 1, Man United 1. So you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. But like I said, things could all change by the time this video uploads. So it could all change. But as it stands right now, it's still 1-1. And yeah, Newcastle went down to 10. I thought to myself, nah, Newcastle ain't going to get something. But it looks like a draw for them against a 10-man Newcastle getting a draw. Man United ain't that bad, but it'll be better if Newcastle get that win. It'll be even better. So there we go. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts and finish for Chelsea getting a 4-1 win away to Villa Park. Let me know your thoughts and finish in the comments below. Let me know who was your man of the match. What you make of my thoughts and opinions? Do you agree or disagree? And yeah, do you guys think we're gonna make top 5 after we got a 4-1 win against Villa? Do let me know in the comments below as well. But yeah, man, next game away to Wrexham. That ain't gonna be an easy game, but let's hope we can get the job done so that we can go through to the FA Cup quarter-final. And yeah, we got PSG away, so we got 2 away games before next weekend, the Premier League game. We're home to Newcastle. So yeah, but we can climb up the table if we beat Newcastle at home, and then if Man United beat Aston Villa at Old Trafford. So things could work in our favor next weekend. So today was a huge win. It was the most important win, and we got the job done. So very, very happy indeed. But yeah, people, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 1K subscribers if you haven't done so already. And yeah, people, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys again very soon. It's your boy Light Talks Football. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And as always, up the Chels.